Once upon a time, in a cozy village surrounded by tall, whispering trees, lived a young girl named Lily. Lily loved to explore and had a heart full of wonder. She would spend her days dreaming of adventures beyond the village, playing by the river and gathering wildflowers. She often heard stories of the mysterious enchanted forest that lay far beyond her village. It was said that deep within this forest there was a hidden heart, a magical place where all things grew bright and strong. The heart of the enchanted forest held a special power, the power to make wishes come true. One sunny morning, Lily decided to set out on an adventure to find the heart of the enchanted forest. She was certain that if she found it, she could make a wish that would help her village. She packed a small bag with some bread, a warm blanket, and a tiny carved wooden bird her mother had given her. She waved goodbye to her family and promised to return before the stars lit up the sky. Lily walked and walked until the familiar paths disappeared. She entered the forest and marveled at the tall, ancient trees, their leaves rustling as if whispering secrets. Just then, a small, glowing butterfly floated past her. Lily was amazed. It wasn't like any butterfly she had ever seen. Its wings shimmered with shades of blue-green and a sparkly gold that seemed to change with every flutter. She followed it deeper into the forest, hoping it would lead her to the heart. As she traveled further, Lily met all sorts of wonderful creatures. A friendly fox with fur as soft as a cloud offered her berries for her journey. A wise old owl with eyes as bright as lanterns gave her directions when she felt lost. The animals seemed to know she was searching for the enchanted heart, and they watched her with gentle smiles, encouraging her along the way. After a while, Lily came upon a clearing bathed in golden light. At the center of the clearing stood a huge ancient tree, taller and wider than any other tree she'd seen. Its bark was silver, and its roots seemed to reach into the earth like long fingers. She felt her heart race as she realized this must be the heart of the enchanted forest. Her journey had brought her here at last. Excitedly, she placed her hand on the silver bark of the tree and whispered her wish. She wished for her village to be filled with joy, kindness, and a good harvest for everyone. But just as she made her wish, a sudden chill swept through the clearing. The sky darkened and shadows danced around the edges of the light. Lily stepped back in surprise. The tree began to tremble, its roots shifting in the ground. From behind the tree stepped a tall figure. It was a dark figure with a cloak made of shadows and eyes that glowed like embers. The figure looked at Lily and spoke in a voice as soft as the wind, but with a power that made her shiver. The figure told her that not all wishes come without a price, and that sometimes the heart of the forest tested those who sought its power. Lily's heart pounded. The figure explained that in order to make her wish come true, she would have to leave something precious behind, something close to her heart. The thought of giving up her wooden bird, her only keepsake from her mother, made her feel sad. But she remembered her village and how her wish could help them all. She hesitated, but she held her wooden bird in her hands and looked at it one last time. As Lily placed the bird on the ground in front of the tree, the shadows began to fade and the figure softened into light. The tree's roots grew brighter and brighter, and the clearing was soon bathed in a warm, golden glow. Lily felt a calmness settle over her, and in her heart she knew that she had done the right thing. Just as she was about to turn back toward her village, she heard a soft rustling in the grass. She looked down and saw the wooden bird she had given up. It had transformed into a beautiful golden bird with feathers that shimmered in the sunlight. The golden bird chirped and flew around her in joyful circles, and Lily understood that the heart of the enchanted forest had accepted her gift, but in return it had given her a gift as well. The golden bird perched on her shoulder as she made her way back home. Along the way, she noticed that the forest seemed even more alive than before. The trees swayed as if waving to her. The fox she had met earlier ran alongside her, and the owl gave her a gentle nod from its perch. When Lily returned to her village, she found that the air felt lighter and brighter, just as she had wished. The people in the village smiled more. They shared stories, and laughter and kindness flowed freely among them. Just as she had dreamed, her village was filled with joy and peace. Lily knew that her journey had been worth it, and she carried the golden bird with her as a reminder of the enchanted heart. As she grew older, Lily often shared her story with the village children. She would tell them about the enchanted forest and the lesson she learned, that sometimes we must give a part of ourselves to bring joy to others, that true happiness comes from kindness and sharing, even when it means letting go of something we love. And so the village children learned from Lily's tale that the magic of the heart of the enchanted forest was not just in the wish it granted, but in the kindness and courage needed to make it come true.